Maya had always felt a special connection to Arian, her cousin. They had grown up together, sharing childhood memories. But now that they were older, something had changed. Every time their eyes met, there was an unspoken understanding, a feeling that neither of them could ignore. It wasn't just the usual family bond, it was deeper, more intense. One evening, as they sat on the porch, the night sky stretching above them, Maya felt her heart race when Arian glanced at her. His gaze lingered, almost as if he was searching for the right words. But there were no words to speak, only feelings that neither of them could explain. They had always been close, but now there was something different, something that made Maya's cheeks flush whenever he was near. The silence between them was thick with tension. Maya couldn't deny it any longer. She was falling for him. But what would happen if anyone found out? They were cousins. It was forbidden, wrong in the eyes of their families. The thought made her heart ache. But still, the pull between them was undeniable. Could they fight their growing love, or would it consume them both? Maya and Arian tried to keep their feelings hidden, but it was becoming harder with each passing day. The moments they shared were stolen, private, like secret treasures only they could understand. Late night walks under the stars, long conversations that lasted until the sun came up, and touches that lingered just a second too long. Their hearts raced every time they were together, but neither of them could say what was really on their minds. One evening, as they sat together in the quiet of the garden, Arian broke the silence. His voice was soft, but Maya could hear the urgency in it. "I don't know how long I can keep this a secret," he confessed, his eyes searching hers. Maya felt a chill run down her spine. What did he mean? Was he feeling the same pressure, the same fear of being discovered? Her heart pounded. Could they keep pretending this was just a normal family bond, or was the love between them too strong to hide? The weight of their secret was growing heavier with each passing day. Maya knew they couldn't keep it hidden forever. The truth would come out soon, but would it tear them apart, or bring them closer? The tension between Maya and Arian grew stronger with each passing day. The more they tried to keep their love a secret, the harder it became. Maya's parents began talking about finding her a suitable partner, someone from their own circle, someone they could control. Arian was feeling the same pressure from his family. They were both caught in a web of expectations they didn't want, but the pull toward each other was impossible to ignore. One afternoon, while they were alone in the garden, Arian grabbed Maya's hand. His grip was tight, almost desperate. "Maya, what if they find out?" he asked, his voice trembling with fear. "What if our families never understand?" Maya looked into his eyes, her heart breaking. She had the same fear. What if their love wasn't enough to overcome the boundaries set by their families? What if they lost everything? The thought of being apart from Arian was unbearable. But the pressure of family expectations was real, and it felt like they were walking on a tightrope, one wrong step away from falling. Maya had to make a choice. Was she willing to risk everything for this love, or would she let go of Arian to keep the peace with her family? The fear of losing him was overwhelming. The weight of their secret love was becoming unbearable. One evening, Arian stood before Maya, his eyes filled with determination. "I can't lose you," he said, his voice steady but full of emotion. "No matter what happens, we have to be together, even if it means losing everyone else." Maya's heart raced. The words hit her like a wave. Could she really leave everything behind for love? Could they face the world together, knowing they might lose their families, their friends, their entire world? The thought terrified her. But at the same time, the idea of living without Arian was even worse. She couldn't imagine a life where they were apart. Tears welled up in her eyes as she reached for his hand. "Are you sure?" she whispered. "Are you sure this is what you want? Can we really do this?" Arian nodded, his grip tightening around her hand. "We don't have a choice. We can't keep pretending anymore. This love, it's real, Maya, and I won't let anyone take it away from us." Maya looked into his eyes, and for the first time, she felt a sense of peace. They had made their decision. Together, they would face whatever came next, no matter how dangerous it was. The day came when their secret was no longer safe. As Maya and Arian shared one of their quiet moments together, a family member walked in on them, their eyes widening in shock. The world seemed to stop for a moment, the silence between them heavy with disbelief. Maya's heart dropped into her stomach. She had always feared this moment, but now that it had come, she didn't know how to react. "What's going on here?" The question hung in the air, sharp and accusing. Maya's breath caught in her throat. Arian stepped closer to her, his hand finding hers. His face was calm, but inside he was panicking. "It's not what you think," he said, trying to protect Maya. But the damage was already done. The truth was out. Maya felt the weight of her family's judgment, the fear of losing everything. But at that moment, something shifted inside her. She couldn't run anymore. She couldn't pretend. She loved Arian, and she always would. Whatever came next, they would face it together. As the family's anger grew, Maya and Arian stood side by side, ready to face the consequences of their love. They had crossed a boundary, and now there was no turning back. But no matter what happened, they knew their love was worth the fight.